Hello! So we go to the limo, which is all about New Year's Eve and pursuing that perfect party. Most of this takes place inside the limo. I'm wondering if there was some budget restraints on this one, because the majority of it takes place inside this very cramped space and on the streets of the backlot at in LA. I think it's the New York set, or streets in New York or something that they use, which is like 3 or 4 streets. But yeah, a lot of it takes place there. So basically it's all about the pursuit of the perfect party, the best party of the night, which, hey, you're not going to find it in New York. It's right here in Australia, in Sydney. Usually the fireworks display there is amazing, and there's usually crazy shit going on there. But anyway, so yeah, Robin's there, then she's back. It's all about this guy Derek, which you never really see. This is the most you ever see him, is this show, and it's amazing why he didn't stay longer. It's just like he was off screen, now he's on screen. But yeah, it's all really interesting in that respect. Not the best episode, but like there's a good heartwarming moment with Marshall and Lily where Lily's screaming at the top of her lungs for Marshall, who's disappeared because he was looking for her when she had to get out and change her shoes for some reason. It's really not a great story, but like the overarching thing really helps it out. C+ for this one. Not a lot going on. Barney meets a girl that looks like a tranny. There's cameos from a couple of people. I think it's JR or Monix or something. There's a guy that plays not Moby. He's a comedian. Yeah, really not great. He's known for The Island and a few voice roles, it seems like. And you've got this other guy, this Sheila that Ted supposedly asked out for the night, who Meredith, I think her name is Mary Beth. Yeah, she ends up in the show episodes with a much bigger role. She was apparently in Till Death a bunch of times with a reoccurring role. But yeah, this was pretty good. And apparently those two were in The Island together. I don't really remember The Island. I remember it as a shitty movie. So yeah, this is an alright episode. It's not great. But keep hearing You Give Love a Bad Name by Bon Jovi. I swear to God, that must have been like the most expensive thing in the whole episode to pay for, because like I said, a lot of this takes place in the back seat of the limo. Ron Jeet makes his return since the pilot. Pretty cool. This is where we establish him as he also moves on to being a limo driver and a town car driver later on. So yeah, pretty good episode. So the next episode is called The Wedding, which is really interesting. The weddings will be a definite thing with this series. So I remember this coming up and thinking it was going to be Marshall and Lily's wedding. We were jumping ahead to that moment, but obviously we're not. So we're entering what would have been 2006 now. So the limo might have been. It was either the limo or the pineapple incident, which was like the end of 2005. So wonder what was happening next. So this would probably be the next episode back. So let's check that out.